It made a complete new man of me.
Yeah.
Evening
So
all.
yeah, that was all right. We were there at 10 to 8 or something, and they were virtually putting the chairs on the table. So we were quite at the end of the row. We thought they might run out, but they were fine. They were very efficient,
Yeah.
really efficient.
I thought you might be discussing vaccine.
No,
Have you had all?
You've had yours done, Rob.
I had mine on Monday, the Pfizer one. Which one did you
Yeah.
have? Were you on the Pfizer?
Yeah, I've got two upright candidates with us tonight now.
Yeah. Yeah. You had yours, Lawrence, as well.
yeah, I had it Friday night, and we had the
so
Pfizer
everyone I know
vaccine.
is
Harrow.
about it now. Sort of.
All right.
Haven't been told when the next one's.
Mine's booked for Good Friday for the second one.
Who? Oh, good.
Oh dear. Never mind, eh?
Who's hosting this tonight? Mike, where is he?
I don't know. There's a bit.
Yeah, Mike's just put a note up to say we're now live on YouTube.
Yeah, but we're not. He's not live here, or is he? I can't see him.
Somebody may I-
I'm still, no, as I say, I'm still waiting to hear, about getting mine done, but I'm
Am I
not,
missing anybody?
I'm not sort of, I know I'll
Where's
get it
Mike?
done eventually anyway, so.
Were you two okay after your jabs? So I felt a bit ill on Monday.
No, I was absolutely fine. My wife was fine. If I touch it, well, actually now
It's
I don't
in.
feel it at all. But for 3 days, if I really touch it, I can
Yeah.
feel it. But I had no bruising, nothing else. You know,
That's good.
we're very lucky. It was fine.
Yeah, mine ached a little bit, but I wasn't too well on
No
Monday.
reaction at all.
Very tired it made me.
The funniest thing was when we sat at the desk with the nurse and she goes through the checklist. She says to me, "Why are you here?" Threw me completely. I
Well,
didn't
let me
understand.
think about that.
Yeah. I should have said to her, "Do you mean in the leisure centre, in the world, in spirit? You know, what do you have in mind?" Then she'd have marked me off as mad. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd reaction to it. I'd severe nausea for 3 days
Yeah, I
God,
wasn't. That's a bit like me.
Um,
one evening.
on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
no, it was fine.
Oh,
I only had it one evening, really. I was okay the next day, apart from a bit of a eating up just on the top there.
Yeah.
Okay now. See you with me.
I found a glass of champagne help settle things.
Oh, okay. We'll go for that then, shall we? On the bottle.
So, Steve, Abbots Langley's quite a drive for you to come to PinFab. I mean, it's not horrific. I know where Abbots Langley is, but you have to come all the way down the M1 and come off at Watford or Harrow.
No. The normal way I would go.
Elstree?
Good evening, Julian. I'd normally drive from Abbots Langley
Yeah,
to Watford,
yeah.
past HMS Warrior at Northwood, and then come in the back way through
Yeah.
Northwood, or is it Northwood Hills? And then you come down to the traffic lights at the end of the Uxbridge Road, straight across and into Pinner.
When you say HMS Warrior, do you mean NATO?
The old NATO base, yeah.
Oh, right. What's with HMS Warrior?
That's the name of it. That's where I used to work at in there.
Yeah, I've drive that regular. It's on Sandy Lane, or not Sandy Lane, wherever it's called. But I've never seen anything called HMS Warrior.
It's known locally.
It's NATO, but it's classed as a ship.
Yeah, it is.
It's known locally as Ground Zero because if we ever get nuked, that'll be the first thing to go, I think.
Well, that was the irony, Julian, when Watford put their sign up, "We are a nuclear-free zone."
Yeah.
Bloody
Well,
dreams.
we are at the moment, but as soon as the Ruskies come over and nuke us, that'll be Ground Zero.
Yeah, well, exactly. You know, if the
The whole underground city there, you know that. don't you?
local authority man in their right mind would put a sign up like that outside of a NATO base.
Tell me,
Hey,
There's
Steve,
an
did
underground city at HMS Warrior, so I've been told.
you, Steve,
there's a-
when you lived in, I don't know how long you've been in Abbots Langley, but were you there when Buntsfield blew up?
yes,
Yeah, I was in Hemel
Yeah.
when it blew up.
our
Yeah.
loft hatch blew out.
Did you fall out of bed?
No, it was.
yeah.
Well, as I say, we were about 5 miles from the explosion, but it was still enough to lift the lock hatch and drop it out.
Yes, it does, because you're taller than me, although I'm not short.
My wife said, I felt that move, but I didn't think it was you. I felt the
we
earth
were
move, but it
we
wasn't
were
you.
2 miles from it, and it was horrendous. It was very early on a Sunday morning.
I've got to start the video, haven't I?
Does anybody remember it? I mean, I remember that morning.
Oh, you're down there.
I had
Yeah,
to go
right.
from Pinner
Oh, no, it's not. Oh, there we
South
are.
Mims
We're there.
to meet somebody at the.
Terry, we can hear you.
I went across
Right,
the
can you see us?
Belvedere,
Can you see us?
And
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
like
yes.
oil in the sky. Oil in the sky. That was wheeling along like upside down. It was amazing.
Yeah,
It was black and horrible.
Oh, yes, we are. Yes, we do.
It was a terrible incident. And I'm just amazed not more people were actually killed when it actually happened.
One person.
Hemel
wasn't it?
Hempstead.
Hmm.
Was it one person, the night watchman or something?
Yeah, was that?
Took one out.
Yeah, it was the tanker driver,
That incident at Hemel
because
Hempstead.
I think it was static electricity or something when he was connecting the tanker,
Oh, it's
and
little
it
as that.
sparked the fuel.
That's all it took.
Terrible.
What would it be? Would it be 15 years ago? Something like that?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we're just having a trip down memory lane here.
Or the A5, whichever you prefer.
Finished talking about that, actually.
Yeah. Later on, we'll be playing Name That Tune.
Yes.
Good evening, David. Evening, Barry.
Evening, hello.
Hello, John.
Good evening, good evening.
Oh, guys.
Hello.
Evening.
Oh, right.
I'm really hoarse, so I'm not going to be performing tonight.
Oh, dear.
But
You sound
What's happened to your voice, John?
I know it's gone haywire. But
You
I
could do a Barry Maguire tune. That would work.
I know, yes, indeed. Still Johnny Cash, maybe, or something. Still.
As long
Okay,
as
that's
it's
fine.
not COVID.
Hello, Hannah Laurie, nice to see you.
Hiya, hi.
Laurie. Hi.
I suppose I could play a tune
Beard.
on a mandolin or something.
Oh.
I think. So,
Yeah, do an instrumental.
yeah.
Hello all.
Hi, Frank.
Hi.
Frank.
Evening, Frank.
Frank.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Evening, Chuck.
Oh, it's not.
There now.
Good afternoon, is it?
Yes, it is afternoon.
It is.
Yeah.
1:45.
He's just had his lunch.
It's almost beer time.
Hey, now you're talking.
Yes.
Rick Law.
How's life as a grandmother, Hannah Laurie?
Exhausting. He's now 9 months old, on his feet and into everything.
Yeah.
So yes,
Good.
quite exhausting.
It's funny you say, "Oh, won't it be nice when they crawl?" And then you think, "Won't it
You
be
do,
nice
yeah.
when they walk?" And then you think, "Well, actually, it'd be better if they sat still."
Yeah.
It was better when they were lying flat and couldn't go anywhere. Yes. No, he's great.
Yeah.
Great
You
fun.
knew where they were.
Wait until they're teenagers, yeah. Stuff.
I could do with 6 pairs of hands and eyes in the back of my head.
Yeah. Good girl. Stops you being bored anyway.
Absolutely.
You'd just be amazed what you can buy on Amazon.
Right.
Yeah. So, everything been good in the United States, Chuck?
Yeah, things are starting to settle down a little bit. We're starting all over.
Yeah.
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 I say, I think Twitter must have thought they'd gone out of business now. Donald's not allowed to tweet. But yes,
I'm not a
it's
big
been-
Twitter fan anyway. I don't use that at all.
No.
No.
Does anybody?
Some, if you're under 16.
Right.
Yeah. I'm connected with Hillary Clinton,
Hold on.
Neil Diamond,
Chipmunky.
and a few others.
Andy Mouse is there. Hang on.
Helen, is that you?
Keep him on that helium gas.
Helen, do what I told you. Yeah, remember?
Yeah, do what he told you, Helen.
Do what I told you. Don't use the helium.
Do what I told you.
Put that balloon down.
Jawohl.
Dear.
Oh, Julian's got the finger out.
That's our first tune for the day.
Goodness knows what you two guys get up to in your spare time, you know.
You can't play guitar with that thing.
That's better.
Well, you're faint. Are you coming out through your headphone mic?
Don't call her Mike.
Poor Shirley.
Okay. Don't worry about us. I'm going to go and give them tech support.
Oh.
He's going off into the clouds.
Out of the door any second now.
There he is. He's gone.
Here he is.
He's behind you.
How are we sounding now, guys?
Very good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah, you're fine.
Alan, your voice has changed.
Well, like,
Yeah, not normally it gets a lot higher, but now it's got a lot lower.
Evening. It's a bit like an episode
Hi,
of
Andy.
Emmerdale, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Julian, you there? Julian,
Yes.
how did you enjoy that gig the other night?
I thought it went very well, actually. Yeah.
You did really well. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for being there, Frank. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good step.
For those of you who didn't see it, it's on my YouTube channel called Julian Mount Music. If you'd like to see it.
I'll have a look.
Yeah. Yeah.
On Twitter as well.
No.
Where's Mr. Stone? He's not here.
Well, he usually comes in about 8 o'clock. So, shall we make a start with some music?
Yeah.
Why not?
Or do you just want to chat? Well, I've got Andrew's top of my list. What have you got for us?
Well,
You see, what happens is if you join first, you go top of the list.
Yeah, I learned that lesson.
I'm only here for the beer anyway.
So, Hannah Laurie, you've not got a tune for us tonight.
No.
Oh.
Well, you don't want to hear me croak.
Oh,
And John, are you going to do something later?
I might play the mandolin or something.
Okay,
Or a
perfect.
tune or so.
Right,
Well,
Andy, what have you got?
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to sound on Zoom. Has anybody played a whistle on Zoom?
No.
Anybody played a whistle?
No.
I think it might go in and out a bit, so
Yeah.
give it a go. It'll be fine.
Yeah, okay.
We're very forgiving.
Andy, if you don't point it at the microphone, you stand a chance of the microphone not overloading. So if you're just point it to one side.
And also,
Okay.
Andy,
Yeah.
turn off the original sound.
Oh, well, I haven't got that. I've only got a tablet.
Yeah, sometimes you can't see all the options, can you?
Yeah, I'll try it. And what it is, I'll sing the rest of it. I'll just try a verse, then sing the rest of the song.
But Barry's
Right,
right. You
guys,
shouldn't
let's
point it
mute.
right at the mic. You know. There you go. Yeah, he's right.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. His summer's gone and all the flowers are dying. It's you must go and I must buy. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow. Oh, when the valley's hushed and white with snow, till I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. And if you come and find the place where I'm lying. And I am dead, as dead I might well be. If you could kneel and say an Ave for me, and I will hear you softly tread above me, and my grave will warm a sweeter be. When you kneel and tell me that you love me, I'll lie in peace until you come to me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it went in a bit in and out with the whistle a little bit, but nice version of Danny Boy.
Lovely. Very nice.
Right, Steve, what have you got for us? Steve, then Lawrence, then Frank, please.
Is it all right if Terry? Could Terry and I be heard in the next half hour or so? Is that all right?
I'm one step ahead of you.
I thought you would be. I thought you would be. That's lovely.
So it's Steve, Lawrence, Frank, and then Terry and Jean.
Lovely. Thank you.
Okay, Steve, what have you got for us?
Right, I suppose like so many people celebrating the great Neil Diamond's 80th birthday, I've been inundated with stuff on BBC iPlayer about his birthday, and he's such a long career. So I thought some tribute songs. First one I'm going to do is, hopefully you can all sing along at home. It's Sweet Caroline.
Da, 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 da.
Oh yes, you see.
Where it began, I can't begin to knowing, but then I know it's growing strong. Was in the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hands touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. The sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. Well, I've been inclined to believe they never would, but now I look at the night and it don't seem so lonely. We'd fill it up with only two. And when I hurt and runs off my shoulders, how can I hurt when holding you? Warm touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good. Well, I've been inclined to believe they never would. Oh, no, no. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. Sweet Caroline, I believe they never could. Sweet Caroline.
Hey, well done, Steve.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Steve.
Thank you.
That's one, Steve.
Lovely. Very nice.
Me, is it?
Yes, please, Lawrence, then
Well,
Frank.
Quick
and
question
then-
for Julian, if he's there. Where is he? Where's Julian? Oh, he's muted.
Yes, I'm here.
Just tell me, on the top of my screen, I have in blue, turn off original sound. Do I leave it alone?
Yes, that's what it should say. Turn off.
That sounds
Good. That means you've got original sound on, which is good.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Right.
Just quickly, something's just flashed up on my screen. Set up professional audio in audio settings. Is that what you're talking about, Julian?
Well, that's something else, actually. If you go into audio settings, there are several settings in there that can enhance your sound for everyone else.
Oh, right. So I can sing soprano then.
Well, castrato, certainly in your case, yes.
Thank you.
Right, Lawrence, please, and if
Okay,
we all mute.
Yeah, soft song. Beatles. If I fell in love with you, would you promise to be true and help me understand? 'Cause I've been in love before, and I know that love is more than just holding hands. If I give my heart to you, I must be sure from the very start that you would love me more than her. If I trust in you, oh please don't run and hurt. If I love you too, oh please don't hurt my pride like her. 'Cause I couldn't stand the pain, and I would be sad if our new love was in vain. So I hope you'll see that I would love to love you, and that she will cry when she sees we are two. 'Cause I couldn't stand the pain, and I would be sad if our new love was in vain. So I hope you'll see that I would love to love you, and that she will cry when she sees we are two. If I fell in love with you.
Very nice.
Pretty good, Lawrence.
How was the balance? How was the balance?
That was good. Yeah,
That was very
sounded all
nice.
right here.
Lovely to hear everything.
I'm using a new mic second time, so I'm just trying to see, how it balances.
Yeah, that's good.
Sounded good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we've got Barbara and Richard connected, but we just see a still picture of you at the moment. Are you going to perform at all?
You're muted.
Are you going to give us any tunes?
No answer was the stern reply.
Right, well, let us know if you need to be included, because we're going to Frank next, then Terry and Jean, then Rob, then Julian. So what have you got for us tonight, Frank?
Well, I thought I'd do a Bob Dylan song called Buckets of Rain. Pretty well known, I think. Buckets of rain, buckets of tears, got all them buckets coming out of my ears. Buckets of moonbeams in my hand. I got all the love you need, you can stand. I've been meek and like oak, seen pretty people disappear like smoke. Friends will arrive, friends will disappear. If you want me, honey, I'll be here. I like your smile, your fingertips. I like the way that you move your lips. And I like the cool way you look at me. And everything about you, babe, brings me misery. Little red wagon, little red bike. I ain't no monkey, but I know what I like. I like the way you love me strong and slow. And I'm taking you, baby, when I go. Life is sad, life is a bust. All you can do is do what you must. You can do what you must do, and you do it well. And I'll do it for you, honey, can't you tell?
Terrific, Frank.
Yeah, nice one,
Very
Frank.
nice, Frank. It's a great tune. I like that.
It sounded very much like Hitching a Ride as well, didn't it? In certain
It did,
parts?
yes.
A bit like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Which album's that?
On the guitar as well.
Which album's it from, Frank? How old is it?
Sorry, say that again.
Which album is it from? Is it an old Dylan song?
It's old. I can't remember, to be honest with you, which album. Yeah, it's pretty old now. Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah, lovely.
Lovely.
Thank you, Frank. Right, so Terry and Jean, and then Rob, and then Julian, please.
Okay. Whose Garden Was This by Tom Paxton? Okay, we'll get our first one. Okay. Right, off we go.
Whose garden was this? It must have been lovely. Did it have flowers? I've seen pictures of flowers, and I'd love to have smelled one. Tell me again, I need to know. The forests had trees, the meadows were green, the oceans were blue, and birds really flew. Can you swear that was true? Whose river was this? You said it ran freely. Blue was its colour. I've seen blue in some pictures, and I'd love to have been there. Tell me again, I need to know. The forests had trees, the meadows were green, the oceans were blue, and birds really flew. Can you say that was true? Whose grey sky was this? Or was it a blue one? At night there were breezes. I've heard records of breezes, and I'd love to have felt one. Tell me again, I need to know. The forests had trees, the meadows were green, the oceans were blue, and birds really flew. Can you say that was true? Whose garden was this? It must have been lovely. Did it have flowers? I've seen pictures of flowers, and I'd love to have smelled one.
Right, there we are. Jolly good. That's it. Oh, right. Thank you. Yeah.
That's not, I don't recognise that Tom Paxton one.
No,
That's
I've
a
heard
very
that
nice
before.
tune.
Oh, it is.
John Denver, isn't it?
He might have sung it. John Denver might have done. It's a nice sort of.
John Denver.
Yeah, I think Paxton wrote it though.
I think he did. Yeah, Paxton wrote it. Yeah, that's good. It's nice. I like it.
Excellent. No, it's really nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, Rob, Julian, then Chris, please. So what's your offering tonight, Rob?
My offering tonight is a folk number, would you believe? Fiddler's Green. I'm sure you all know it. I'm sure it's what I call more of a middle of the road type of folk song. I'm trying to learn it anyway. I've more or less got it. It's written by a chap called John Connolly back in 1966, and he's a chap from Grimsby in Lincolnshire. But it's sort of a song that most people sort of consider it a very old song, but it's not. But I'm sure you all know it. Here we go. As I walked by the dark side one evening so fair, through the salt waters and take the salt air, I heard an old fisherman singing a song. Oh, take me away, boys, my time is not long. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumpers. No more on the dark side I'll see. Just tell me, oh shipmates, I'll take in a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Now Fiddler's Green is a place where fishermen go if they don't want to help. Wrap me up in the oilskins and jumpers. No more on the docks of the sea. Just tell me, oh shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. When you get back on the docks, when you get back on the docks, the young trip is through. There's pubs and there's clubs and there's lassies there too, where the girls are all pretty and the beer it is free, and there's bottles of rum growing from every tree. Wrap me up in the oilskins and jumpers. No more on the docks of the sea. Just tell me, oh shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. I don't want a harp or a halo, nothing. Just give me the breeze on a good rolling sea. I'll play me old squeeze box as well as a song, with the wind in the rigging to sing me along. Wrap me up in the oilskins and jumpers. No more will the docks flood the sea. Just tell me, oh shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's
Very good, Rob.
Now you realise if you put that on TikTok, you could get a record contract, wasn't that there's some guy doing sea shanties and he was doing them for fun, and now he's got a record contract out of it.
You would have to dance along with it.
Yeah.
Once you hear it, you can't get that out of your head.
To be a postman. Yeah.
Did you see the other one? Did you see the one of the 82-year-old shanty man who got on there, and his granddaughter persuaded him to change the words of a shanty and do it about having your vaccination done. And he put it on TikTok, and apparently he got 100,000 hits in 24 hours. Amazing.
Yeah.
It's very topical, isn't it, the vaccination at the moment? Haven't done thoughts yet, you know.
Yeah, and I think the other thing they were saying is that TikTok, whatever it is, I have no idea, but it's been completely taken over by sea shanties, which can only be a good thing.
Praises, yes.
It used to be a clock, but nobody knows what that is anymore.
Very good, very good.
Right, lovely. Julian, Chris, and then John, please. So what's your tune, Julian, please?
It's funny talking there about record contracts. I was very active in the folk clubs in 1970s, and a record contract is what everybody wanted. I think that's changed now because it's so easy to put out your own CDs, like some of us have and like I have. I think if someone offered me a record contract these days, I'd say no, because it's quite actually restricting. Anyway, here's one of my songs. I don't often play this one because people find it very shocking. It's called Electricity. You need an AA and an AAA and a C and maybe a D for a place at the University of Long Life Batteries. The final exam for your degree is 50 things to do with a PP3. Life is like electricity. With a BC and an ES, you're sure to always shine. Voltages, like mortgages, get higher all the time. Halogen and neon help us all to see. Life is like electricity. When it's you who's feeling blue, life can be the death of you. Keep yourself connected to the yellow and the green. Mixing plus and minus can change what might have been. Life is like electricity. So spin the wheel and make a wish. Click a button, throw the switch. Press the pedal and slowly turn the key. When the bill arrives, you'll get a shock. You may be arrested and your heart will stop. Life is like electricity. Singing AC/DC, do, re, mi. You can't explain it easily, and you can take it with you when you go. You can turn it off, you can turn it on, but it never comes for free. Life is like electricity. Life is like electricity.
Very good, Julian. Very good.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nice one, Julian.
What's out of that?
Thank you, Julian.
Yeah,
So-
very nice as always. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, Chris, followed by John Wallace, followed by Helen, please. So, what have you got, Chris?
I'll try this one from Oklahoma if I can. When I take you out tonight with me, honey, here's the way it's gonna be. You will sit behind the team of snow white horses in the swiftest whip you ever see. Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the surrey. When I take you out in the surrey with the fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters when I drive them high-stepping strutters. Nosy folks will peep through the shutters and their eyes will pop. The wheels are yellow, the upholstery's brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With icy glass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. Two bright side lights winking and blinking, ain't no finer rig I'm a-thinking. You can keep your rig if you're thinking that I'd care to swap my shiny little surrey with the fringe on the top. All the world will fly in a hurry when I take you out in the surrey. When I take you out in the surrey with the fringe on the top. When we hit the road, hell for leather, cats and dogs will dance in the heather. Birds and frogs will sing all together, and the toads will hop. The wind will whistle as we rattle along. The cows will moo in the clover. The river will ripple a whispered song and whisper it over and over. Don't you wish you could go on forever? Don't you wish you could go on forever? Don't you wish you could go on forever and never stop in that shiny little surrey with the fringe on the top? Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. I felt as if I was in Oklahoma.
Oh, Oklahoma, the wind comes right.
I mean, you've got.
Well, that's Chuck. Chuck nearly is in.
Well, he's
It's
the
a ways
closest,
away,
isn't
but
he?
it's closer
He's
than
the
you are.
closest.
That's true.
Yes. They're going to make that territory a state one day. Yeah. Right, John, please. Then Helen, then Barry. So, John, are you going to go instrumental?
I am. Not something I do very often, but I think this is called the Bluebell Polka, so we'll start off with that. Something like that. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very good, John.
Thank you, John. That was brilliant. So, sorry, who did we say? So, Helen next, Barry, and then David, please. So, what have you got for us, Helen?
Well, I'm going to attempt Mona Lisa.
Oh.
Right. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with the mystic smile. Is it only 'cause you're lonely that they blame you for that Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile? Do you try to tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa.
Excellent, well done.
Lovely song.
Thank you, Helen.
Great.
Right, so Barry, David, and then Chuck, please. So, Barry. Barry's getting himself ready there.
Evening all. I exchanged an email with Susan Alexander during the week, and she's doing okay. Operation is now sort of a couple of weeks in, so she's now receiving physiotherapy. I think yesterday she went back in to see the surgeon just to make sure everything was okay. And she's got help from all over the place, and you know, people coming in and out, all very safe, and she's keeping everybody sort of separated, etc. But she's doing okay. I think she watched the last one of these, so at some stage she may watch this one as well. So we'll give her a little wave. Hello, Susan. Anyway, it's nice to hear from her, and apparently she's in touch with Alison pretty much every day on Skype or something like that. But obviously no playing the old violin as yet. This is a new song for me. I've never done it before, and the reason for that is I don't really like doing songs that have references to drugs in them, and this is all about drugs, but it's a powerful song, I think. It's called Hurt. It was written by a guy called Trent Reznor, who was I think he was the lead singer of the Nine Inch Nails. And it's sort of, he won a Grammy for it as the best rock song of 1996, I think. but it never really sort of, you know, was a big song because I think of its because of its content. But then Johnny Cash did it. So if you want to join in on this one, John, you're more than welcome. And it was part of the title credits for a film called Logan, which is where I first heard it. And on a big screen with just literally an acoustic guitar and Johnny Cash's voice, it was immensely powerful. So let's see if I can give it a go. Hurt. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end, and you could have it all. My empire of dirt, I will let you down. I will make you hurt. I wear this crown of thorns upon my liar's chair, full of broken thoughts I cannot repair. Beneath the stains of time, the feelings disappear. You are someone else, I am still right here. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end, and you could have it all. My empire of dirt, I will let you down. I will make you hurt. And if I could start again, a million miles away, I would keep myself. I would find a way.
Very well done, Barry.
Thank you, Barry.
Not the jolliest of songs, but here you go.
But
What's
there are
there to
some
be jolly
really,
about?
really good lyrics.
Right.
So David, Chuck, and then Andy W, please. So what have you got for us, David?
Right, I'm going to play a piece called Dnes Vinochi nad Svieti.
No, it's
Pardon?
Means in
Does it come with chips?
I had it for supper.
It means in Czech, tonight across the world. Written and usually performed by Radusa. She's very popular in Czech Republic, or Czechia as it's now. She's a accordionist, songwriter, and she's written this tune and the words, but obviously, even if I could sing and play, I couldn't do it in Czech. And the words are in Czech. So I'm just going to play the tune.
Very good. Well done, David.
Thank you, David.
Real pathos there.
Yes, I mean, I reckon she spells her name Raduza. Do look her up. There's a lot of her performing live in concert. She's marvellous. Yeah. So yeah.
Excellent.
Lovely. Thank you, David.
Pathos was one of the Three Musketeers, wasn't he? Yeah.
Right, Chuck, Andy W, and then Paul, please. So, what have you got for us tonight, Chuck?
Okay, I thought I would try another Elvis song this week, and I'm going to attempt to do this with the backing track. I've never done this before, but I hope I have all my volumes set right. Using my little Bluetooth speaker that we talked about last week. And I read a little bit about the background on this song, and it was done in 1957, but I thought it was interesting. The writer was named Otis Blackwell, and he kind of reminded me a lot of what we said about Julian last week. He must be able to write a song about anything, because he was sitting in a studio and another fellow walked in with a bottle of soda with his thumb over it and was shaking it up like he's going to spray it on him, and said, "Hey, why don't you write a song about being all shook up?" So we did.
Hey, very nice. Very nice, chap.
Thank you.
That really worked,
Well done,
didn't it?
I thought that worked well.
Great balance as well.
Yeah, I think maybe having the Bluetooth speaker playing
Worked.
seemed to balance the sound for your harmonica.
Yeah, good.
Well done,
Brilliant.
well done for keeping up with that, because that
Yes.
goes along at a fair old lick, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know. I got off there a few times.
And good backing vocals too.
Yeah, that's the girls out back.
Right, Andy W, Paul, then I'll do a tune and then David. So Andy W, please.
Right, hi. It was Burns night on when was it? It was Burns
Monday.
night on Monday.
Monday.
Yes. So we went out and shot some haggis, and I actually managed to have haggis 2 nights in a row, which was a real treat for me. But still, don't know why we do this because we're not Scottish, but still. Anyway, I thought I'd play a couple of Scottish tunes for you. So it's "He Banks and Braes" and the Sky Boat Song.
Lovely. Yeah.
Very good, Andy. Very good.
Very nice.
Very nice one, Andy.
Nice one, Andy.
Thank you.
Very nice.
So Paul next, then me, and then David. So David Mills. So what have you got, Paul?
Hello, everybody. The first thing I'd like to do is ask everybody to wave to my daughter who's watching from San Francisco. Katie should be somewhere out there. I hope.
Hello, Katie.
Hello.
This is so Pinfab folk and blues. Sometimes there's lots and lots of folk, and the blues tends to get
Paul,
a bit.
I've just clicked back to gallery view because I just clicked it across. So give another wave. Hooray!
I see. Okay. Instead of just me.
Wave for Katie. Repeat. Hello.
Right. The floor is yours, Paul.
Okay, so some blues. I think this is the Key to the Highway, normally credited to Charlie Sager or Big Bill Broonzy, and Sager's lyrics are nearly the same as Broonzy's, but Sager recorded it in as a 12-bar. By the time Broonzy picked it up, it was become an 8-bar, and that's the one that's become the sort of standard. I mean, everybody's done it, including Clapton. And basically, it's just it's the theme of the itinerant bluesman leaving to travel the highways after breaking up with his lover. This is Key to the Highway. Bound to go, I'm gonna leave here running. Walking is much too slow. I'm going back to the border, little girl, where I'm better known. 'Cause you haven't done nothing, you drove a good man away from home. Now when the moon peaks over the mountain, you know I'll be on my way. I got to walk this old highway until the break of day. I won't be back no more. I got the key to the highway. I'm booked out and bound to go. I'm gonna leave here running, 'cause walking is much too slow. I got to roam this old highway until the day I die.
Very good, Paul.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
So tonight we're going even further than Tennessee. We're going all the way over to California.
Yeah.
God, the reach of Pinfab is amazing.
Becoming worldwide.
Yes.
And St Albans.
And St Albans. Fantastic. Right, so I've got a tune for you, Lindisfarne, who I think I know I went to see them at Newcastle City Hall when I used to live up in the northeast of England, and this apparently reached, according to Ultimate Guitar, where I'm getting the the chords and the lyrics from. Reached number 5 in 1972. Hey, Mr. Dream Seller, where have you been? Tell me, have you dreams I can see? I came along just to bring you this song. Can you spare one dream for me? You won't have met me and you'll soon forget, so don't mind me tugging at your sleeve. I'm asking you if I can fix a rendezvous, for your dreams are all I believe. Meet me on the corner when the lights are coming on, and I'll be there. I promise I'll be there. Down the empty streets we'll disappear into the dawn if we have dreams enough to share. Lay down your bundle of rags and reminders. Spread your wares on the ground. I've got time if you're dealing in rhyme, 'cause I'm just hanging around. Meet me on the corner when the lights are coming on, and I'll be there. I promise I'll be there. Down the empty streets we'll disappear into the dawn if you have dreams enough to share. Hey, Mr. Dream Seller, where have you been? Tell me, have you dreams I can see? I came along just to bring you this song. Come, can you spare one dream for me? Thank you all.
Very good.
Nice one, Mike. It was a great blast from the past.
Yeah.
Hannah Laurie, where I got my guitar out the other day to when we're looking after Elizabeth, and I sang that to her, and she thought it was fantastic.
Oh.
She's fought. She's fought.
Tim Hart and friends this morning. So.
she gets her maracas out and she's playing along. She's 14 months, by the way.
Wow.
So there you are. Get your guitar out and play to your grandson.
Yeah, my guitar's got a couple of shredded strings at the moment. So.
All right. Right, David. What have you got for us?
My grandson plays his guitar to me.
All right, excellent.
Right, well, I'm still on the Burns theme, having it being Burns night last Monday, and for me, this is Burns' probably strongest work. A man's a man for all that. Is there for honest poverty that hangs his head and all that? The coward slave, we pass him by, we dare be poor for all that. For all that and all that, our toils obscure and all that. The rank is but the guinea stamp, the man's the gold for all that. What though on homely fare we dine, wear hodden grey and all that? Give fools their silks and knaves their wine, a man's a man for all that. For all that and all that, their tinsel show and all that. The honest man, though e'er so poor, is king of men for all that. You see yon Berkey, called the Lord, what struts and stares and all that. Though hundreds worship at his word, he's but a coof for all that, for all that and all that, his ribbon star and all that. The man of independent mind, he looks and laughs at all that. A prince can lack a belted knight, a marquis, duke and all that, but an honest man, some of his might, good faith, he men a fault that. For all that and all that, their dignities and all that, the pith of sense and pride of worth are higher rank than all that. Then let us pray that come it may, as come it will, for all that sense and worth o'er all the earth shall bear the green and all that. For all that and all that, it's coming yet for all that man to man the world o'er shall brothers be for all that.
Thank you, David.
David.
Smashing song, that.
Yeah.
Right, let's go round again then. So, Andy, please. Andy. You've moved on my screen down to the bottom. Not Andy W, the other Andrew. So what have you got? What's your second tune? I think you're muted at the moment.
There's a lot of breakage in the signal going in and out, you know. I don't know whether it's my yoke, as the Irish would say, or your yoke. But it's certainly a lot of interference and people are, you know. Anyway, just do what I think it's a blues. I stand corrected, but I went on in another club. I won't mention who they are, and I did a sea shanty, and I was criticised for doing the sea shanty because they said they couldn't sing the chorus. I couldn't, you know. And then when other people sang the sea shanty, it said nothing. So I said to my wife about it. She said, "Why don't you go on some other Zoom meeting and get criticised on that as well?" You know. So here we go. Never mind. Well, I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. Well, I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. You got some crazy little women there, and I'm going to get me one. Gonna leave in the morning, leave at the break of dawn. Gonna leave in the morning, leave at the break of dawn. When she wakes up, she's gonna find me gone. But she said she didn't love me, mess around all the time, all the time, all the time. Oh, she said she didn't love me, mess around all the time. She says, what's yours is yours, what's mine is mine. Well, I went to the doctor just to ease my head. Well, I went to the doctor just to ease my head. When I got back, some guy was in my bed. Well, I might take a train, I might take a plane. If I've got a bicycle, I get there just the same. Go to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there. I'm gonna get me some. Gonna meet her in the morning after 12th Street and 5.
I'm gonna meet her in the morning at the 12th Street Mine. I'm gonna meet my Kansas City baby. We're gonna drink some Kansas City wine. Well, I might take a train, I might take a plane. If I've got the bicycle, I'll get there just the same. I'm gonna Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come, here I come, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. Well, I might take a train, I might take a plane. If I've got the bicycle, I get there just the same. I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City. Here I come, here I come, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much.
Well done, Andrew.
Yeah,
Sound
thank
like
you.
a true Southerner.
Thank you. So Steve, Lawrence, and then Frank, please. So Steve, what's your second tune?
Second tune, another Neil Diamond. One apparently his favourite when he's on tour, and it's a song called "I Am, I Said." Hill is fine, sun shines most of the time, and the feeling is laid back. Palm trees grow and rents are low, but you know I keep thinking about making my way back. Well, I'm New York City born and raised, but nowadays I'm lost between two shores. LA is fine, but it ain't home. New York's home, but it ain't mine no more. I am, I said, to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I am, I cried. I am, said I. And I am lost and I can't even say why. Leaving me lonely still. Did you ever read about a frog who dreamed of being a king and then became one? Well, except for the names and a few of the changes, if you talk about me, the story's the same one. But I've got an emptiness deep inside, and I've tried, but it won't let me go. And I'm not a man who likes to swear, but I've never cared for the sound of being alone. I am, I said, to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I am, I cried. I am, said I. And I am lost and I can't even still I am, I said, I am, said I am. Thank you.
Good one.
Like being in the same room, Steve.
Sorry?
It's better than the original.
Same room.
Very good. Yeah, very good.
Thank you, Steve. So Lawrence, Frank, and then Rob, please.
Yes, sir. Sort this out. Oh, come on. Capo. I'm going to stand up for this because the voice isn't right. Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, its only seed. Heart afraid of breaking, that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking, that never takes the chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying, that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong, just remember, in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose.
Good, very good.
Now that one, brilliant.
Excellent.
Top
Lawrence.
class, Lawrence. Well done.
Did you say you've got a new microphone set up? That sounded really good.
Yes, it's the this is what Julian gave me. I'm sorry, recommended. It's the same thing. I only mentioned the voice because, you know, I'm still long COVID, and I'm trying to find out. It sounds crazy where my voice is now because it's not where it used to be. If you know what I mean. My pitches are different, and anyway. I just thought I mentioned.
It sounded really good.
I wasn't looking for praise. I'm just saying I'm still trying to find out what's going on, and the breathing's really. I've been told I've just got to sing.
Yeah.
You know.
Lawrence, one thing. I mean, when you started off singing the song, I thought, wow, he's singing this really, really in a low key. And okay, so you're singing in a key of B with a capo on 2. I'm thinking, well, why doesn't he move it up 3 frets? And then, of course, when you go into the verse in the higher register, I'm thinking, my goodness, if he's doing this, he's going to get up there. And you're hitting a top F sharp. Now that's high for guys to hit, yeah?
I've always had a high voice. I mean, you gig with me. I've always been
Yeah,
quite high.
yeah.
What's happened is that the lower register seems to have developed, but the really high, I've lost the top end. Anyway.
But that, I mean, you were hitting that. I mean, that's terrific. Good stuff.
Yeah, brilliant, mate. Well done.
Very nice.
I thought the contrast between the low start and the high end was fantastic.
Yeah.
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 I must admit, I heard
Definitely.
somebody else do it somewhere once, and I thought that's okay, but it's actually very hard. It depends on your voice to find somewhere where you can actually jump the.
Do that. Is it Roy Orbison?
No, it's Bette Midler.
Oh, because it sounds as if it could have been like a Roy Orbison number. You know, I was trying to think who it could have been.
What's
Good
it
stuff.
called?
It came off that film when allegedly about Janis Joplin, when Alan Bates played the manager, terribly miscast, and I can't remember who played Janis. Unless it was Bette Midler who played Janis Joplin. It was called The Rose.
Right.
And I just very quickly, Bette Midler happens to be one of my all-time favourite singers and performers, and I happened to be lucky enough to actually go to LA probably 10 years ago, and I did see her perform live. I had the worst seats in the Caesars Palace, but it was absolutely well worth it. It was fabulous. That's one of my favourite songs. Anyway, there you go.
Terrific.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Right. So Frank, and then Rob, then Julian, please. So what's your second tune, Frank?
Well, this one's called A Bible and a 44, which is a slightly funny title. But it was written, I think it was in 2017, by a chap called Eric Church. Don't know if anyone knows him, but very talented guy. And but I've first heard it being sung by Ashley McBride. And again, she's really talented, got a lovely voice. So this one's called A Bible and a 44. He had a southern drawl like a red-bone hound, and every song he sang was my favorite sound. He'd be the last one off if the ship went down. He was something else, my old man. He was something else, my old man. He had hair as white as a cotton field. He could spin you a story like a wagon wheel. Never went nowhere without a rod and reel. Lord, I miss that man, and I always will. I miss that man, I always will. He'd see through a lie like an old screen door. He taught me how to hunt, how to love the Lord. He carried a Bible and a 44, and they just don't make 'em like that no more. You take what you have got and do the best you can. Best thing you'll ever own is a piece of land. You know, he knew his like the back of his hand. He was something else, my old man. He was something else, my old man. He'd see through a lie like an old screen door. He taught me how to hunt, how to love the Lord. He carried a Bible and a 44, and they just don't make 'em like that no more. I saw him strum this thing every chance he could, and he left it to me like he said he would. If you ask me why does it sound so good, 'cause I'm holding more than strings and wood. I'm holding more than strings and wood. Thank you.
Terrific.
I have to apologise to Chuck actually for putting on that kind of cold American accent, but it's such a Southern American song. It wouldn't sound right with a I don't know, Essex twang.
It sounded great.
That's really nice, Frank. Thank you.
Good song, mate.
Thank you.
Rob, Julian, and then Chris, please. So your second tune, Rob.
Okay. Again, another one different for me. It's a song called All of Me, written back in 1931. Many people have recorded it, Frank Sinatra, but I tend to like the Willie Nelson style of playing it, so I'm trying to sort of do it a bit Willie Nelson styles. Okay, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of me, why not take all?
Rob. Well done.
Come on, Rob.
Very nice, Rob. Right, Julian, Chris, and then John. Have you got another instrumental for us? Is John still here?
I think he's vanished, actually.
Yeah, John. That answers that question then. So, Julian, Chris, and then Helen, then, please.
Okay, so I consider myself to be amongst friends tonight, so I'm going to make a bit of a disclosure. I am a science fiction fan. I tend to like what I call intelligent science fiction, so Star Trek rather than Star Wars. Apologies to any Star Wars fans here, but this is probably more Star Wars based than Star Trek. This is a blues, especially for Paul's daughter. This is called Spaceman Blues. Oh, I'll start again. I got the spaceman blues, I'm feeling really weird. Flying so fast, he's not MC squared. The hyperdrive came on, now I'm heading for the sun. And time is slowing down, just as I'd feared. Starship troopers homing in on me from the Federation fleet in Sector 3. I could power up the guns, but instead I'll have some fun juggling plasma balls in zero G. Sensors say the battle star is near. Within 2 hours I'm gonna have no air. The stars are turning blue, just like he said they do. Albert Einstein's theory has been proved. $186,000 miles per gallon's what I get. Fuel bills so excessive that I've fallen into debt. I can afford insurance, but I haven't been stopped yet. No more subspace talking with Professor Stephen Hawking. A light year since they found me means they'll catch up soon, I bet. Chased by space cadets through the galaxy. It's the penal planet and the tractor beam for me. Mercury flashes by, I've got a meteor in my eye, and my robot's getting high on NH3. Make a wish if you see a shooting star. That vapor trail just might be my spacecraft. High flying through the sky with nowhere left to hide. Still sending data, why? I got the spaceman blues. Still sending data, why? I got the spaceman blues. Thank you.
There you go.
Very good, Julian.
Thank you, Julian.
Brilliant.
So we'll go to Chris, Helen, and then Barry, please.
I'll try a Hank Lachlan song tonight. Please help me, I'm falling. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk through. Turn away from me, darling. I'm begging you to. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. I belong to another whose arms have grown cold, but I promise forever to have and to hold. I can never be free, dear, but when I'm with you, I know that I'm falling. I know that I'm losing the will to be true. Please help me, I'm falling, and that would be sin. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk in, for I mustn't want you. But darling, I do. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you, in love with you. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Chris. So we go to Helen, Barry, and then David, please.
Okay, this is Bob Dylan song, You Ain't Going Nowhere. Clouds so swift, rain won't lift, gate won't close, railing froze. Get your mind off winter time, 'cause you ain't going nowhere. I say, ooh-wee, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. I don't care how many letters sent. Morning came and morning went. Pick up your money and pack up your tent, 'cause you ain't going nowhere. I said, ooh-wee, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. Buy me a flute and a gun that shoots, tailgates and substitutes. Strap yourself to a tree with roots, 'cause you ain't going nowhere. I said, ooh-wee, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. I said, ooh-wee, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair.
Thank you, Helen. I just see Roger's joined us. Have you got a tune for us tonight, Roger?
Yes, I have got one for you. So
Okay, right, we'll come to us.
any time.
Okay, I'll slot you in. So we've got Barry, David, Chuck, and then we'll have Roger after that. So, Barry, please.
My second song tonight was going to be Dream Seller. But unfortunately somebody got there before me, and then I also have in my little sort of 3 or 4 songs that I might do, I had The Rose as well, so that's also been done far better than I could do it. So I'm on to sort of choice number 4 or 5 now. I posted something on the WhatsApp group from John Mayer. Now this isn't one of the songs that I posted, but this is off his album The Search for Everything. I think I think Frank did a song about 3 or 4 weeks ago by John Mayer, and it reminded me what a great artist he is. So this is called You're Gonna Live Forever in Me. Great big bang and dinosaurs, fiery rain and meteors, it all ends unfortunately. But you're gonna live forever in me, I guarantee. Just wait and see. Parts of me were made by you, and planets keep their distance too. The moon's got a grip on the sea. You're gonna live forever in me, I guarantee. It's your destiny. Life is full of sweet mistakes, and love's an honest one to make. Time leaves no fruit on the tree, but you're gonna live forever in me, I guarantee. It's just meant to be. When the pastor asked the pews for reasons he can marry you, I'll keep my word and my seed. But you're gonna live forever in me, I guarantee. Just wait and see.
Well, that was a fourth choice song, Barry. That was bloody good, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you, Barry. Right, David, Chuck, and then we'll slot Roger in after Chuck. So, David, what have you got for us?
Another Reducer tune, song. Called At Nenny Milito, I Wish I Weren't Sorry.
David.
Good tune, David. Well done.
Thank you.
Right, Chuck, and then Roger, and then Andy W. So, Chuck, have you got a second tune for us?
Yes, I do. I'll give it a shot. I thought I would try to do an Italian folk song. It was written back in the 19th century. Everybody knows the tune. I'm sure you know it. But in 1943, the words were rewritten for the resistance against the Mussolini and the Nazis. And it's general song of resistance now, Bella Ciao.
Bella Ciao.
Beautiful. Lovely song. Well done.
Bravo.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck. Right, Roger, what's your tune? You're muted at the moment, Roger.
You're muted, Roger.
You can take.
It's okay. It's a sea song, sea shanty. It's not actually a shanty. It's a song about a shanty. Yeah, it's good. Good little chorus. 150 days out of Vancouver, can't you hear them all singing it over and over? 150 days longer to roam, or less if you're lucky, to England and home. I leaned on the taffrail to watch the day dying, like a flock of gay birds round the royal yards flying. Ah, the sunset, I saw the young moon, and the wind and the tide, they were singing one tune. 150 days out of Vancouver, can't you hear them all singing it over and over? 150 days longer to roam, or less if you're lucky, to England and home. The ship took it up as it tugged out its tether, bracefoot ropes and halyards all singing together. And so did the seagulls that round us did call. But oh, my heart sang it the strongest of all. 150 days out of Vancouver, can't you hear them all singing it over and over? 150 days longer to roam, or less if you're lucky, to England and home. We've sailed around the world, lads, to ports without number, Chile for nitrates, Valparaiso for timber. All over the ocean since first we did roam, by the Straits of Le Maire with timber for home. 150 days out of Vancouver, can't you hear them all singing it over and over? 150 days longer to roam, unless if you're lucky to England and home. There are a good many songs that we've knocked around the world to, man capstan and windlass we shifted and leaned to, with cargoes like copper and cargoes like coal. But a homeward bound shanty is the best of them all. 150 days out of Vancouver, can't you hear them all singing it over and over? 150 days longer to roam, unless if you're lucky to England and home.
Thank you, Roger. Thank you. So Andy W, Paul, I'll do a tune and then we'll finish with David. So let's have Andy W, please.
Okay. Yeah, continuing the Burns Night theme. I thought I'd do another song by Robbie Burns, and this one's sort of also following the Rose theme from earlier on, I think. So this is A Red Red Rose. Not quite sure whether Burns actually wrote the tune, but he certainly wrote the words. I'm not going to try and do a Scottish accent because I can't do one. So there we go. Right. My love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. My love is like a melody so sweetly played in tune. So fair thou art, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I, and I will love thee still, my dear, though all the seas gang dry, till all the seas gang dry, my dear, and rocks melt with the sun, and I will love you still, my dear, while the sands of life shall run. So fare thee well, my only love, and fare thee well a while, and I will come again, my love, though it were 10,000 miles, though it were 10,000 miles, my dear, though it were 10,000 miles, and I will come again, my love, though it were 10,000 miles.
Thank you, Andy.
Lovely, Andy.
You know, Andy, I always remember as a young lad, my elder brother had always used to play that particular song, and Up Among the Heather by, I don't know if you remember, Robin Hall and Jimmy McGregor.
Oh my goodness, yes, yeah.
The White
And
Heather
those
Club.
two songs have stuck with me since I was probably about 8 years old.
Yes, yeah. They used to do the one about the football as well, didn't they?
Yeah, well, you can try that Up Among the Heather.
Football crazy.
Football crazy, yes.
Football crazy.
Thank you. Pretty good, Andy.
Yeah.
There was another singer at the White Heather Club.
Kenneth McKellar.
No, Andy Stewart.
Andy Stewart.
Where was a soldier, a Scottish soldier?
Donald, where's your trousers?
Right, we're going off at a
Should have had this on
tangent here.
Monday for Burns night.
Afternoon.
Right, Paul, in your best Scottish accent.
Okay, so I think possibly Barry posted something the other day about the concert tomorrow night, which is being streamed. It's to do with the Uxbridge Folk Club. It's Dave Nachmanoff, who's a brilliant guitarist, and he did his first gig in London, apparently the Uxbridge Folk Club, and I'm on his mailing list, and he's doing a live show tomorrow, and it's actually on YouTube, and there is a link. I think Barry posted it, but I'll stick it up in a minute afterwards. And it's nice to see our good friend Hannah Laurie here this evening, and so I'm going to do a Dire Straits song, because I know Hannah Laurie's a Dire Straits fan. So this is originally written 1982 in the year of the Falklands War, but not released for a few years afterwards. In 2007, Mark Knopfler re-recorded it to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the conflict and to raise funds for veterans of the war who developed post-traumatic stress syndrome. And it's seen as an anti-war song, but more accurately, it really sort of curates the experience of soldiers in wartime and their need for solidarity. And in the final verse, it includes their opposite numbers, their adversaries on the other side of the trenches, and the complete insanity of war. And this is the title track from Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms. These mist-covered mountains are home now for me, but my home is the lowland and always will be. Someday you'll return to your valleys and your farm. You'll no longer burn to be brothers in arms. Through these fields of destruction, baptisms of fire, I watched all your suffering as the battle raged higher, and though they did hurt me so bad in the fear and alarm, you did not desert me, my brothers in arms. There's so many different worlds, so many different suns, and we have just one world, but we live in different ones.
but it's written in the starlight, and every line on your palm. We're fools to make war on our brothers in arms.
Brilliant. Really good, Paul.
Nicely done, Paul.
Thank you, Paul. So, sticking with the nautical theme, I've got The Wreck of the John B. Came on the sloop John B, my grandfather and me. Around Nassau town we did roam, drinking all night, got into a fight. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B. sail, see how the mainsail set. Send the captain ashore and let me go home. I wanna go home. Let me go home. Oh, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Well, the first mate, he got drunk, broke up the people's trunk. Constable had to come and take him away. Sheriff John Stone, please won't you let me alone? I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B. sail, see how the mainsail set. Send all the captain ashore and let me go home. I wanna go home. Let me go home. No, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Thank you. I think I should have sung that in a slightly higher key. But once you've started, it's too late.
You're committed.
Right. So, David and Bernadette, have you got something for us to finish off with, please?
Yes, I have, Bernadette. We are. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. She was telling me we hadn't unmuted. That's right. Right, I think we're going to claim the prize for the oldest lyrics tonight. These are from the 13th century. They've been set into a song by a French guy called Leo Ferré, who I personally hadn't heard of, but apparently he's very famous. And we know it from the recording by Nana Mouskouri. So brush up your French. Here we go. All right.
Que sont mes amis devenus, que j'avais de si retenus et tant aimés. Ils ont été trop clairsemés, je crois le vent les a ôtés. L'amour est mort. avec le temps cabre des feuilles, quand il ne reste qu'un branche-feuille qui n'aille à terre. Avec pauvreté qui m'atteint, qui de partout m'a fait la guerre, l'amour est morte. Ne convient pas que vous raconte comment je me suis mise à honte, en quelle manière. Que sont mes amis devenus, que j'avais de si près tenus et tant aimés. Ils ont été trop clairsemés, je crois le vent les a ôtés. L'amour est mort. Le mal ne sait pas seul venir, tout ce qui m'était à venir m'est avenu. Pauvre sensé, pauvre mémoire, m'a Dieu donné le roi de gloire, et pauvre honte. Et toi, suis-moi, convise au vent, le vent me vient, le vent m'évente, l'amour est morte. Ce sont amis que vent emporte, et ils vantaient devant ma porte, les emporta. Les emporta.
Very
lovely.
Lovely.
Thank you very much. Right, guys.
Sorry,
Great.
guys, my Google Translate wouldn't translate quick enough.
It's a very doleful, set of words.
Yeah, it's basically about a man who's he's had wonderful friends all his life, and all of a sudden they've gone, they've died,
Or vanished.
So, yeah, I think probably most of them have kind of died, really.
It says
And,
the wind's blown them away, whatever
yeah.
that means.
Yeah.
But it's lovely. Well done.
Beautiful.
Great music all evening. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah, lovely to see everyone.
Yeah. Yes, thanks
Right.
very much, Mike.
See you.
Thanks, Mike.
See you same time next week, same channel.
Lovely jubbly.
Care everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.